All right, in this video, we're going to go over writing an equation in slope-intercept form practice from graphs and 2 points. So today's first slide, we needed to calculate the slope. Our y2 and our y1 are our last numbers, so 8 minus 6. And then our x2 and our x1 is 9 minus 3. Now when you put this into the calculator, it's not going to give you 2 over 6, it's going to give you 1 over 3. 1 over 3 is the simplified version, and that's what we're looking for. Now for number 2, it says find the y-intercept by simplifying. So when we have two numbers right next to each other, that means to multiply. 1/3 times 3 is 1. I'm going to drop down the b, and then the equal 6. And now it's a one step. Minus 1 on both sides. I'm going to get 5. So y equals 1/3 x plus 5. Now we're going to use these skills later on today, but for now that's all we need to do. For number 2, I really recommend, especially when you get a worksheet, to write down the slope and then write down the b value, because on a test that's going to be required. These are the key features. So I'm going to begin at -3. So once I do that, I'm done. And remember, that's on the y-axis. And then this tells me my movement. I have a positive numerator, so it's up. And I have a positive denominator, so that means right. So up 2 levels, right 5 levels. Up 2 levels, right 5. And then the opposite is down and to the left. And then there's a line tool. Just connect the points. So for slide number 3, it says step 1, find 2 ordered pairs that cross at the corners of the grid. So honestly, all of these cross at the corners. Even this one over here. How I know that, if you look at the grid behind it, it's on the intersection of the grid behind it. So you get to pick any 2 ordered pairs. I'm going to pick these 2. This ordered pair is 5, 3. And then this ordered pair is 10, 5. Now if you choose any of the other ordered pairs, if you do the math correctly, then you're good. So then it is y2 which is 5 minus 3, and then 10 minus 5. So this is my y2, this is my y1, this is my x2, this is my x1. And then you're going to simplify it to 2 over 5. And that's our slope because that's our movement. Now our y-intercept is where does our red line cross the y-axis? It crosses at a positive 1 because x is 0. So that's a 1. And then we put it all together, 2/5 x plus 1. And don't forget the y value because it's y equals. Same thing with number 4. I'll let you do that one on your own. Number 5, this is a special case. So if you looked on Monday's notes or the slope graphing from slope-intercept form notes, these are the back questions. So whenever you have a horizontal line, the slope is 0. And the reason why is, let's say this is 2, 3, and then this is 5, 3. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 will always be 0 because 0 is in the numerator. The reason why, there's no height change. It is just a horizontal line that just goes left and right forever. So the slope is 0. Where does this line cross the y-axis? It crosses at 3. And then if you looked in those notes, it's y equals wherever it crosses. So then it's y equals 3. Now slide 6 is slightly different. This is a vertical line. Now if you did the slope from these 2 points, you are going to get something that can't happen. So this is negative 5 comma 9. If you do 9 minus 2 divided by negative 5 minus negative 5, you're going to get 7, which is okay, but you're going to get 0 on the denominator, and that means it's undefined. So you can write undefined or undif, that's okay, it doesn't matter. And then you have to ask yourself, does my line right here ever cross the y-axis? And the answer is no, there is none. There's no y-intercept. So no matter what point I pick, all of these are going to have the same x value. The same x value is negative 5, so x equals negative 5. Now today's notes really started on slide 7. So slide 7, you're going to do the exact same thing we've been doing, is finding the slope. And then we have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So then this is going to get me 10 over 2, which if you put it in the calculator right away, it will be your 5. Now this is slightly different, just because we have this, y equals mx plus b. Now this is like the last few days of bell work and even slide number 1. You get to decide which ordered pair you want. Do you want to use 2 comma 17 or 4 comma 27? It does not matter. Since I circled this one first, I'll choose 2 comma 17. This is my x value, that's my y value. So 17 is going to go into my y. My m value is what we found. So I used 17 already. I used 5 already. And then my x value is 2. And then plus the b, because that's what we're trying to find. Now the last few days, what we've done with these two numbers is multiply them. So 5 times 2 is 10. And now it's a one step. How do I undo adding 10? I minus 10 on both sides. So my b value is 7. Put that all together, y equals our m, which is 5, x plus 7. And then you're going to do that for slide 8 and slide 9. If you need a little bit more practice, I'm going to go over slide 10. And it's going to be the same steps. However, slide 10 and 11 have a table. So this is a table of values. But honestly, it's just a list format of ordered pairs. So this is really 326, 4 comma 34, 542. And you don't have to write this part. I'm just kind of showing you where I'm getting this from. Now all you have to do is find 2 ordered pairs that you choose. You can choose the first one and second one. You can choose the last 2. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to choose the first 2. So then it's going to be m equals 34 minus 26 over 4 minus 1. Now make sure you put this into the calculator and then simplify if you need to. In this case, you don't. It's just going to come out 8. Now, this is the nice thing about finding the y-intercept. You get to choose which ordered pair. I'm just going to choose 3, 26. If your desk partner chooses 4, 34, if you choose 5, 42, you're going to get the same answer. It doesn't matter. So we have y equals mx plus b. My y value is 26. My m value is 8. Now remember, this is multiplying. And then I have to multiply it with my 3. And then we simplify. One-step equation, my b equals 2. So then I have y equals 8x plus 2. And then you can do number 11 the same way.